hesitating. When you're just so tired of trying, all alone you feel like hiding. Together we'll keep fighting. There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Don't stop now. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna mountains too high we can climb it. Feelings will take in the moment. There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Can you see the sun is shining like a new hope? Feel it rising, coming over the horizon. There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Don't stop now. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna mountains too high we can climb it. Feelings will take in the moment. There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. There's no stopping.
Good evening, and this is our Halloween show. Okay, I'm Thursday with Mr. C, and this is my weekly podcast.
I was working in the lab late one night when my
And
eyes beheld an eerie sight.
I
For my
usually
monster from the slab began to rise, and
have my
suddenly,
podcast on
to
Saturday
my
at
surprise,
7 p.m., but
he did the
I was busy
monster
setting
mad.
up for trunk or treat at my church,
It was a graveyard
and
smash.
that was at the time of having my usual podcast.
He did the
So
monster
I made it
from my
for one day
laboratory in the castle east.
and a few days before Halloween. Okay, and then the next day we we packed 10,000 meals to be sent out to areas where they need to rise against hunger. That's what the ball part of my church. And we had a good time. It was a busy weekend, and I prepared for my podcast today, Monday, the 8th. So, and we'll have it now, okay? So again, this is my weekly podcast. I have my blog, realestatewithmrg.blog, and also where you will read up to 5 and maybe even more articles per week dealing with the real estate industry, and also up to 3 or more videos. So it's pretty entertaining. I'm going to be adding more stuff to my blog as well. And then I have my website, realtywithmrg.us, okay, where you can buy or list anywhere within the United States of America. All right. And that's really cool and nifty. All right. Because I could still help and consult you with your real estate transactions, but the actual showing of properties or listing of properties will be done by an agent anywhere within the United States who are the top producers in that area. and you'll be introduced to up to 3 agents. They'll send out their information, or introduce themselves, and you pick which one you feel the most comfortable with. Okay, and it's a nice thing. Okay, and I'm going to show you a little video that kind of puts it into a little nutshell, so you completely understand what Realty Connect truly is.
Imagine hiring someone for a job without an interview. That's how most people pick a real estate agent. Unfortunately, most people don't find out what kind of agent they have until they're already in the middle of a transaction. But how do you find a great agent before making a move? Realty Connect is an invite-only network of the top 5% of all real estate agents in the country. Our free, easy-to-use online service helps you find the right agent for the job. Here's how it works. At Realty Connect, we analyze historical data from millions of real estate transactions and past client reviews to objectively determine which agents are good in a given area. Then we grade each agent on their skills, experience, reputation, knowledge, and communication. Extraordinary agents that score 95% or higher are invited into our network. This comprehensive vetting process allows us to recommend 3 top local agents that will be a good fit for a buyer or seller based on the client's unique needs and the skills and strengths of the agent. Just provide us with some basic information about you and your real estate goals. Once received, we'll match you with 3 top-rated agents that specialize in your market. Evaluate each agent and decide who you like best without any pressure or obligation. We make finding the perfect agent fast and easy, but the best part is our service is 100% free. That's right, none of our services will cost you a penny. We felt the best way to find a real estate professional, and it works by matching you with top-rated agents based on their skills and strengths. Our nationwide network allows us to serve every zip code in the U.S., so whether you're moving across the country or just moving across town, if you're buying or selling a home, let Realty Connect help you find an extraordinary agent today.
Okay, so I hope that explained that pretty well. So you understand what's going on. My clock keeps on. And so that's what Realty Connect is all about. And again, I could still consult you. I could give you advice. But the actual showing or listing properties will be done through our agents in our network. And you go to realestatewithmrg.us, enter your information, and either you're buying or selling or both, you could use the website. And of course, you could always contact me. Okay, so what is our topic question for today? We're going to go out to Shakir in Brooklyn, New York, my old neighborhood, for the topic question.
Good day, Mr. G. I am planning to sell my house in the new year. With all the holidays coming up, I rather do it that. Should I also wait to next year to buy my home? Any recommendations would be most appreciated. I watch your video podcast every week with my family, friends and business associates. We all find them to be highly informative, up-to-date, and fun. Please keep it going strong while into 2025. Thank you.
Okay, and that's a very good question. And usually this time we're entering now the holiday season. It's kind of starts with Halloween, and then by next Friday, the day afterwards, I actually I am a subscriber to SiriusXM, and immediately following Halloween on November 1st, they will start playing Christmas music on like 15, 16 stations. So we have like an extended holiday season, and even Halloween is growing in popularity. I mean, it's never been this big where you buy so many decorations for the house, different lights, different balloons you put up. It wasn't like that when I was a kid. And then people now begin that preparation of decorating the homes like at the beginning of October. So like we have October, November, December, like the first 2 weeks of January, we have a holiday season. So, and during this time period, most people, not everybody, but most people involved with the holiday season, and they start their plans of looking for a new home or listing a home at the beginning of the new year. So we have like this little down period. Doesn't mean like there won't be buyers out there, and there aren't the homes on sale, but the real movement of it, the real get up and go, usually starts after the holidays. So it's a good time now to prep your house. And we're going to take a look at this report that was on my blog this week. And so you're setting 2025 as your goal to start prepping. And it might seem like it's a long time to do it now. If you're waiting, you're not going to do it to January or February. But now is the time to start thinking about what you need for your next home and then taking those steps to prepare. We have survey data that says 47% of sellers are taking longer than a month to get their home ready to sell. So getting them to start that process early can mean more flexibility. So you could really take your time when you are doing this, or if you're deciding what big improvements you're making, besides painting and raking the leaves on the lawn, doing touch up there, you might want to perhaps update the kitchen, update the bathroom, take out the old carpeting and install vinyl wood floors. So there's a lot of things to do and to ponder about, and you need that time to do it. To get the process out quickly, it's important that your home looks its best. And that means it's up to you to make those necessary repairs, declutter, and even consider updates that could add value as part of getting your house ready to list. There are some important repairs to make before selling a house, so don't be in too much of a hurry to get your home listed. If you move too fast, buyers see right through the fact that you skipped important home renovations, and this might end up costing you time and money. So what should you focus on? And this here graph kind of shows today's most common seller improvements. Now, it might be a little hard to see on the screen, but I'm going to read them out to you. Paint the interior of the home, improve the bathroom, improve the kitchen, landscape the yard, replace or repair carpeting or flooring, paint the exterior of the home, replace or buy new appliances, replace or repair the roof, redecorate the whole house or specific rooms, replace or buy new furnishings, and other could be a mishmash of things. Now, I think where it says replace or buy new furnishings, I mean, if you're leaving the furniture, I would only buy and replace because you're going to take your furniture with you. So if you need a better couch, a couple of lounge chairs, you buy for yourself, and then, you show the house with those furnishings, and then you take them with you. Number 46 is probably one of the biggest things, is to freshen up the rooms in the house. Painting the interior of the home. Okay. These other items that comes next, these are your big ticket items, right? Improve the bathroom, improve the kitchen. All right. So if you're going with new cabinets or new countertops, this is a little bit more of an expense. And you really have to think about it. You really have to think about if you are going to get the return on your money that you're going to input. One rule of thumb that one appraiser gave me, he always said, I had one client who was thinking about putting in a new garage. And, they have these pre-built garages now, and they just put together on your property. So he always said, if it costs you $10,000, see it increasing the value of your property or the price of your property by $5,000. He said, cut it in half. It's very rare you're going to get a dollar for dollar cost. All right. And then you have to see, and as we scroll down with this, and it says, what buyers want in your area may be different, and only a local agent will have this in-depth understanding. In this case, this buyer, when I was talking about the garage, he believed that installing a garage on his land, there wasn't a garage, but he had enough land to put one, and it would increase the value of it. And it may do that, but again, you may not get the dollar for dollar payback on it. I remember when I first got into the real estate business in Virginia, I was already a broker in New York City, or Brooklyn, New York. Is that many people think that putting an in-ground pool will increase the value of the house. And again, it depends on the area. If you're in the area where there really aren't that many in-ground pools, and you think about putting one in, it may not increase the value of the house. It's a nice, let's say it would not increase the value of the house per the cost of putting it in. It may not even be half. And it all depends about the makeup of the neighborhood, and some neighborhoods it might be a risk putting it in, unless most of the yards are gated in, or a big fence going around it. It's not an easy, you think you're going to have a large cost, payout of a cost, and you say, this is going to cost, I don't know, $20,000 to put in an in-ground pool, and it's going to be, I'm going to tack on $20,000 on my price, or maybe $30,000, and it may not be that. Okay. And again, it all depends on the neighborhood, and your local agent should be the one that could consult you on that, or do the research so you would know whether or not to do that. For example, if your homes in your area are selling quickly with updated kitchens, your agent might suggest focusing on minor kitchen improvements rather than spending money on other areas that won't offer as much return. They also help you figure out if tackling larger projects, such as replacing your roof or upgrading your HVAC system, is worth it based on other recently sold homes. And again, I tell you, it's a case-by-case situation. I know with buyers, one of the things that they will look at first, they'll look at the roof. They're going to look at the items that will be costly for them to repair. So a roof could go from $5,000 to $10,000. Replacing windows, if you have old wooden windows, and replace them with vinyl, that could be, $10,000. So these are the costs they're trying to avoid. All right. And if you have a very bad roof, and if you have old windows, you're not going to be able to price your home with the comps in that area that had their roofs repaired recently, or new roof put on, or upgraded windows. Okay. And I think in the long run, as I talk about this more, is that the houses that will go quickly and will go for the higher price are the turnkey homes. In other words, the only thing the new buyer has to do is put their key in their door, open it up, and move in their furniture. And those are the homes that go quickly and for the higher price. Because now the buyer doesn't have to be concerned about, well, when I'm going to do the kitchen. I just did a big outlay of money for purchasing this house with my deposit and closing costs. It's going to be a while until I have money to upgrade my kitchen. All right. So, or put on a new roof or put on new windows. So these homes will go quicker and with a higher price. All right. And your agent will be able to tell, like in the area within a 1 mile radius of your home, and that are similar in square footage and amount of bedrooms and baths, that they will say, this house sold at this price, let's say it sold at the house sold at the price that you want to list yours, and let's make it 200,000, but everything was up to date, right? They had new windows, they had an upgraded bathroom and kitchen, right? The roof was in good condition, and that new person could just turn the key and walk in and place their furniture. Okay, but if you have old windows or you have an older kitchen or the bathroom, you're not going to get that 200,000. Okay, you're going to have to be able to accept or agree that you're going to get less than, maybe you'll get 180 for it. So that's really the bottom line. You really have to look at your comps, or the agent has to show you the comps and say, this is what these houses went at these home prices, and this is what they did within their property. See, it's most important to look at the interior photos of a property, because there you could see really what was done. All right? And today's buyer just wants to move in. All right? They don't want to deal with any faulty issues. Now, I'm going to show you. So, everything is with AI now. So I have this program that I could put together like a graphic, and it's using AI. So I asked it, what are the biggest improvements? And I'm using 2024 because they would have the data now. But I mean, look, 2025 is only a couple months away. It's probably going to be the same situation. All right. So what do they say here? Any energy efficient windows? Hey, that's important, right? Because especially the higher cost now of electricity and oil, that's a nice thing to have to get the best return on your dollar. Modern kitchen renovations, all right? Focusing on modern fixtures, energy efficient appliances, and updated cabinetry. A sleek kitchen appeals to buyers seeking functionality and style, making it a worthwhile investment when preparing a home for the market. Smart home technology, right? Having technology where you could boost your or change your settings of your electricity just by using your phone, by having security through your phone. That's another big thing. All right. I'm not going to read through everything else here because these are standard, right? Curb appeal enhancements. Always, your front of your house. That's the first thing they're going to see. That has to be updated, cleaned. It has to be landscaped. All right, and they talk about bathroom upgrades, home office space, if that's a possibility in your home. Finished basement's actually in Okay, we had some technical difficulties. I hope you can still hear me. So anyway, an open floor plan that's here. Let's if your house doesn't have an open floor plan, I mean this is a big one. Creating open spaces by removing walls is highly sought after. It provides a sense of spaciousness and facilities, social interactions. I mean, if you want to knock down walls, I leave that up to you. But anyway, let me show you a film on this that kind of nicely puts this together. All right, what am I having here? What's going on? Okay. Now, I just want to move this along because I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. Now, if you are interested on reading the full guide, things to consider when buying a home, the full 2024 edition, and we also have the things to consider when selling your house, the full 2024 edition. These guides are updated quarterly. Okay, so this one just came out like last month. It's up to date. You read it, you download it for free at my blog site, and then you call me about selling or listing a home. All right. Okay. Now we're going to show, this is not a current famous celebrity in our audience, but someone we had a couple of years ago in our audience. And since it's the holiday season, I mean the Halloween, I thought I would bring this one up because it was very interesting. Celebrity we had in the audience for Halloween.
Chris, great news. We have a celebrity in the audience perfect for Halloween. Though he is a purely fictional creation, the author Stoker named his infamous character after a real person who happened to have a taste for blood, Vlad III, Prince of Wallachia, or as he is better known, Vlad the Impaler. The morbid nickname is a testament to the Wallachian prince's favorite way of dispensing with his enemies. Ladies and gentlemen, Dracula.
All right. Okay, so that's our show for this week. Have a very, very safe and fun Halloween, and be kind to each other. And always remember, the greatest power
Someone was
we
detected at your front door.
we have is the love, and the greatest gift to each other. And I'll see you next week.